Yes, guys and girls, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on my channel. Today's video is our latest installment of Spending Scrip. This is a weekly series that I do on my channel. Every Monday we head to the Purveyor with 2000 scrip spread across 2 different characters. If that sounds like something you're into, scroll down and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you very much. We're well on our way to get into 1,000 subs, so please subscribe to the channel and look out for these videos every week. Last week we got some good pulls and we also got a perfectly preserved pie. Imagine if we got that again, that would be amazing. So we're going to jump into the den right now. Here we are in the den, and you may have already noticed, guys, I'm actually running bloodied at the moment, simply because I've had some comments asking me to try and do this with higher luck. So obviously I chucked on some unyielding gear, just some unyielding gear that I had chilling. Put my health right down. What's my health look? Well, my health's at 1, so lowest it can possibly go. We'll try a little pie, quick time. Yeah, didn't think we were gonna get it. Imagine we got it back-to-back videos. That'd be crazy. But anyway, we're not here for the pie. We're here for the trash weapons that we're gonna get from the Purveyor. So let's jump straight in on the first character. Bish bash bosh. Boom! We get an Exterminator's Missile Launcher. Does 30% damage to Milex and bugs. Very situational. We get 25% faster fire rate. Always a very welcomed effect on any gun. And we also get plus 50 damage resistance while aiming. You probably will be aiming while using this gun anyway, but it's not going to be a gun you're going to use very often. It's basically just, yeah, it's 20 pounds of scrip. Let's be honest, guys. That is a scrippy gun. So moving on to the next one. Okay, we've got a Berserker's Ultrasight Gatling Laser. So Berserker's is lower damage resistance, increases damage dealt. So, you know, obviously the lower your damage resistance is, the more damage you're going to deal. Not something I see anyone really rocking, not something I've ever rocked myself. We do get the VATS critical shots do plus 50% damage, which is alright, and we do get the plus 1 perception. For me, this is also another weighty, scrippy gun. Berserkers is not something that I've ever liked. I've always got quite high damage resistance on my builds, especially if you're running bloodied. Why would you even bother trying to use a Berserker's gun if you were a bloodied build, for example? Yeah, it's not a gun for me. I'm not gonna waffle about this gun. This is not a gun for me. This is script big time. Oh, we got another missile launcher. This time, Miss Mutant Slayers. Switch Mutant Slayers for Milurks. Switch Milurks for Mutants, sorry. We get 25% faster fire rate, which, like I said, is a very welcomed legendary effect on this channel, as is 25% less VATS action point cost. 2 top tier legendary effects, unfortunately on a bottom tier gun with a bottom tier main effect. You know, if you ever wanted to have a laugh in West Tech with this gun, go ahead. If you have the Super Mutant skin from the Atomic store, chuck that on, grab this gun, go West Tech and blow some Super Mutants up, like, by all means. But yeah, it's not a desirable gun whatsoever in my eyes. Let's move on to the next one. We're 3 down so far. Boom, we got a Mutant Slayer's Black Powder Rifle. More situational effects as the main effects. Bashing damage increased by 40%. Very bottom barrel effect, and also your VATS critical meter fills 15% faster, which is a great effect. Black powder rifles seem to be quite desirable at the moment. I've got some decent ones I've traded with, bloodied ones, explosive, instigating, those kind of effects. This is probably not going to be one that will entice anyone. This is probably just going to go in my vend or just be traded in for scrip. Nothing to sing about. With this one, we'll be pushing ourselves over the halfway line. Boom, we got an Executioner's short radium rifle. It's nice to move away from the sort of situational Milurk and super mutant effects. With Executioners, we get plus 50% more damage when our target is below 40% health. It's coupled with bashing damage increased by 40%, which is so depressing to see. I hate that effect. Faster movement speed while aiming. All in all, it's not a great gun at all. It just absolutely stinks of scrip. Which, well, scrip is the theme of this one. You know, 5 guns in and it's been absolutely terrible. I think I had better luck when my luck stat was just normal, when it was like 11 rather than having the unyielding armor on. But come on, hopefully we'll turn it around now. Second half. Boom, we got a Furious Short Gatling gun. The bashing damage has followed us once again. We get +1 perception, and the main effect is obviously Furious, which is increasing the damage after each consecutive hit on the same target. To be honest, the Furious effect is quite buggy. I've never really found it that good. I feel like it should be something that is being looked into by Bethesda, but it doesn't seem to be. Obviously, I don't use them that often. Maybe it has been fixed since, but yeah, it's not something that I find too much of an advantage. I find this just almost pointless. Let me know in the comments section if you agree with that, because I know things might have changed, and even in the PTS server actually might have even changed, but yeah, it's quite a buggy effect, to be honest, guys. Okay, now that's nice. 53, where did I even get that number from? 33% VAT hit chance, 15% faster reload on a light machine gun is lovely. It's a shame that the main effect is exterminators. Like I said earlier on, and in many of my script spending videos, it's a very situational effect. Obviously only doing bonus damage to Mirelurks and bugs. You never know, they might bring out some new event or some new daily op and put a bunch of bugs in them, but other than that, you're not really getting many advantages from this gun, to be honest. But we do have the plus 33% VAT hit chance and the 15% faster reload, which are nice effects. So if this, for example, was one of your only rolls, it wouldn't be too bad. For me, myself, it's not the greatest. I'll probably chuck that in my vending machine for 0 caps. We've got 3 more left on this character, and we're going to get a Hunter's Pipe bolt action rifle pistol. We got plus 50% damage to animals, another very situational effect. We got bullets exploding, which is nice, and we do have 90% reduced weight, which for me is very nice because it means I can just keep this one in my stash box, ready to script for the next script spending video, which I do every single week if I hadn't mentioned already. So subscribe to the channel. Way hey. Yeah, like guys, that's not anything I'm gonna really speak about. It's a very scrippy gun. 2 more. I swear we always get a harpoon gun on either the last one or the last but one. I'm gonna go back and check. Actually, sorry, maybe the last but one overall. But it feels like we always get a harpoon gun within the last 1 or 2 on each character. It's crazy. This one is going to give us 30% damage to ghouls because it is a ghoul slayer's harpoon gun. So we got 10% damage while aiming, which goes quite standard with these big annoying guns. And we got +1 agility. That is a massive pile of fucking scrip. That's going straight in the script machine tomorrow. The first one on the script list. And the last one we got on this account. Come on, make it a god roll. Make it nice. It is a Berserker's short hunting rifle. Lower damage resistance increases damage dealt. Talked about it a little bit earlier on in the video. 15% faster reload is always nice, especially on a hunting rifle, to be fair. 50% limb damage. It's just not that great, to be honest. Let me know in the comment section. Do heads count as limb damage? I don't know. You know, it's not a limb, is it? Head's not a limb. I'm not sounding stupid here. I don't know if 50% limb damage applies to heads in VATS. I'm not too sure. Let me know if it does. I'm having the worst day today with saying really stupid things in work, so I may have just said something really stupid there as well. Hopefully not. That's the 1000 script on the first character spent. Wasn't the best, to be honest, but you know, looking back at our last couple of videos, we were due a bad run, let's be honest. I know some people are thinking, damn, you've had some really good RNG luck lately, so we were due some bad luck. Hopefully we can turn around in the second half on the second character, which I'm going to transition to right about now. And here we are with the second character. Let's try for a pie again. Dun dun dun. Nah. Right, straight in. Let's go. Give us some god rolls, please. Boom, boom. Oh, yes! Banging! We got a fixer. Our first fixer that we've had in a while. It looks like a Zealot's fixer. With plus 50. 50? Bloody hell, my words today. Plus 30% damage to Scorch, the 10% damage while aiming, and plus 250 damage resistance while reloading. So, we got a fixer, which is great. And we just got really shitty effects on it. The plus 30% damage to Scorched is probably one of my more preferred enemy effects, simply because when nukes are being dropped and the Scorch Beast Queen is going off, it's nice to have that extra damage for all the Scorcher knocking around. So, you know, out of all the mutant ones, the Mylurk ones, and all the animal ones, it's probably my favourite one. But outside of that, that's a frustrating role, to be honest. It's nice when you see a fixer, but then when you see them legendary effects, you're quite deflated. But moving on to the next one. And wow, wow, back-to-back fixers and handmaids. That's probably more rare than getting an actual really good roll handmade or fixer. Wow, that's crazy. We don't often get handmaids if you've been following the channel. This handmade in particular is an exterminator's handmade. We actually had one last week, and there's me saying we don't often get them. We did get an exterminator's handmade last week that was explosive, which is nice. This one unfortunately is not explosive, but it does have a plus 33% VATS hit chance and plus 1 agility. So, you know, they're not terrible. They're not as bad as what the fixer roll was just before. Obviously that's quite subjective on which one you would prefer, but me personally I think this was probably a slightly better roll. Obviously we get the damage to Mylurks and bugs, which is just frustrating. If that was any of the decent damage ones like junkies or even bloody, it would be amazing. But you know, it's nice to get a fixer and a handmade. It's been a little while with a fixer, to be fair. Oh my god, I swear this game's listening to me. I swear this game's listening to me right now. If it is listening, please give me better main effects, please. The main effect of this gun is Stalkers, which for me is just quite a shitty legendary effect. I think it's probably the worst. I think it's something that should just be a perk. I think it may even already be a perk. We get 50% limb damage as well and faster movement speed while aiming. So, you know, it's nice to get 2 handmaids. I can't believe we had a fixer and 2 handmaids in a row. It is nice to get that, but please give us some nice effects, man. Come on. I'm not asking for too much. Alright, maybe I am, but come on, please. Oh my god. Eh? What? Did it just... Huh? Guys? Is that an exact same roll? I can't remember now. My mind's just gone blank. Stalkers it was. Was it 25% faster fire rate? I don't think it was. No, it's plus 1 agility and 33% VATS, wasn't it? Wow! That's... Oh my god. I'm speechless there. Wow, another handmade. It's Stalkers, like I just said. I hate Stalkers. It's 25% faster fire rate, which is very, very, very desirable on a handmade. If you're going to smash it into an automatic receiver, then that 25% faster fire rate is always incredible. Plus 50%, plus 50, sorry, should I say, damage resistance while aiming is meh. Probably going to be using VATS when you're using an automatic handmade anyway. Let's take us to the halfway line with another handmade. Hey, we get bloodied this time on a pipe pistol. So obviously, bloodied effect is your damage increases as your health decreases. We get plus 50% limb damage and plus 50 damage resistance while aiming. Not a very desirable gun other than the fact that it has bloodied. The other 2 effects could have been better. Some VATS effects would have been quite nice. But it's always nice to pull a bloodied weapon because I don't really pull bloodied weapons that often. So we'll move on to the second half of this character now. And we got a Vampire's Gatling Laser. That is nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Personally, the reason I like it so much is because I never seem to get any vampire guns, so I just like to see the vampire effect. It's a great effect, an effect I like a lot. And obviously it's a Gatling laser, so if you are shredding something with it, you're going to regain quite a lot of health. Could be a good gun to run against the Sheep Squatch Imposter. That'll be quite nice. Bashing damage, which is a shame, having a 40% bashing damage, but plus 50 damage resistance while aiming is quite nice because I tend to aim my heavy guns, tend not to use VATS. So this could be quite a decent little gun for the heavy builds out there. Let's move on to the next 4. Okay, we got an instigating 10mm pistol. A pistol is not really the gun you want to be having an instigating effect with. I've always said if you want an instigating effect, you want it to be with like a sniper or even a ghost rifle that you're using as a sniper, something that would normally take 2 shots to kill someone, but that double damage is helping you out, taking you out in the first one hit. Plus 10% damage while aiming is pretty meh. To be fair, I don't really use VATS too much when I have a pistol, but we do have the 25% less VATS action point cost, so that is a very nice effect to have. But obviously it depends on how you play with your pistol. Some people just strictly VATs. Me personally with pistols, I like to aim in. I like to see the iron sights on pistols just as an OG gamer. We've got 3 more left. This has been a wild one, guys. This has been a wild one. Okay, we've got Medic snub-nosed .44 pistol. Snub-nosed .44 pistol is the gun I'm going to be trying to get for my Walter White playthrough. If you are subscribed to my channel and you have seen my Walter White playthroughs, you'll know that those will be coming out every week. And I need to apologize that last week's one didn't come out. Sorry, I had some PC problems, but we powered through and we're back up and running. They will be coming this week, I promise. But we do get VATS criticals, will heal you and your group as the medic standard. VATS critical shots do 50% damage and the 15% faster reload. 2 very good second and third ones. Medics, completely subjective whether you like medics or whether you don't. I tend not to use medics, but I've noticed that whenever you do pull a medic's gun, you tend to have VATS related effects in the second and third one, which is interesting. 2 more left on this count now. Okay, another medics. This time it's a missile launcher, giving us 50% limb damage, which is nice because with a missile launcher you're just aiming and shooting anyway. So you tend to hit limbs, you tend to hit the area surrounding the enemy, which then translates into limb hits. So that's quite nice, I guess, in that sense. Criticals, healing your group, you're not really going to be VATsing with a missile launcher, are you now? Which also negates the third effect, the 25% less VATS action point cost, because I'm not going to be banging out VATS with my missile launcher. If I'm honest, I'm not even going to be using a missile launcher. I'm just going to scrip it, guys. It's just going straight in the scrip bin. We got 1 more left for the video. Boom. An Executioner's Combat Shotgun. Okay, that's not too bad. 50% more damage when your target is below 40 HP. Shotguns do quite a lot of damage anyway, so you know, if you've noticed you're a big boss that you're fighting, or just quite a tough legendary enemy like a super mutant or something, you don't really have anything that packs a punch, but you have this, you can back it out when they're low on health. You know, that's the only time I can imagine using it myself, and even then I've got such good guns that I wouldn't really need to. But I'm thinking maybe if you pulled this like when you first start the game, it could be useful in that sense. It's got the worst perk ever in bashing damage increased by 40%, and obviously we've got plus 250 damage resistance while reloading, which is very meh. And that brings us to the end of this script spending video. Hasn't been one to sing about, but like the Handmade, man, like what was it, 3 in a row? We had a fixer and then 3 handmaids. That's crazy. So we may not have had much luck in terms of the overall weapons that we got, but that in itself is lucky, man. To pull 3 handmaids in a row and still get shitted on all of them is really frustrating, but it's quite cool, it's quite rare. I don't think anyone else out there has pulled 3 handmaids in a row. If they have, then fair enough. If they haven't, then booyah, I'm the first one. And guys, yeah, unfortunately I weren't able to get the Walter White episode out last week. I have had some PC problems. I've also been ill throughout most of the week, and I'm only just starting to feel a little bit better. Maybe you might have noticed it in my voice. Maybe I actually probably said things a little bit more different than what I normally would on this this episode. But we were due a bad one, guys. We were due a bad one. They're not always bad. If you do want to see the previous ones, click here and you can see the rest of the playlist, and also subscribe to the channel. Leave a like and comment on the video what you think the best gun that I pulled was today. Thank you very much.